What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 4 of NHL 22 Pittsburgh Penguins Franchise Mode Series. Real quick, I just want to say if my voice sounds a little bit weird, it's because your boy got COVID, so I apologize for that. But if you guys missed the last episode, unfortunately, we did not win back-to-back cups. The Edmonton Oilers actually went on to win 2 in 3 years, so pretty impressive. I still think that we have a very, very good team. I hope we can also win 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years this season. You can see McKinnon there, 10 points in 6 preseason games. We're also 6-0 right now in the preseason. So show you guys the lines here again. The team's very, very stacked. We got Gensel, Crosby, McKinnon, nasty first line at a +5. Wheeler, Malkin, Radulov on the second, also get a +5. We then have JVR, Stevenson, Eberle on the third. Poulin, Comfort, and Kukkinen on the fourth. Defensively here, Brodin, Drysdale, +5 top pair. They're both playing like 92s. Letang and Sal on the second pair, and then Dumoulin, Mokamodin on the bottom pair. Also, too, Letang and Sal get a +3. So, team's looking good. Goalie definitely our biggest weakness. DiPietro's an 84 starter. Fleury 82 backing him up. We'll see kind of how they do. Special teams here look very solid as well. +5 on the first four-man, +2 on the second. Both power plays get a +5, so that's crazy. Just goes to show it's all about the X factors. The more X factors you have, which I think kind of sucks. I feel like you should be able to get a +5, which is like a perfect team fit, even if your players don't have X factors. PK here you can see +2 on both. 3-man's a 0 and a -1. Best I could do, but still not too bad. Now in terms of the AHL team, they are stacked too. Soderblom here, he's got a 90 shot. Like, it just went insane. I actually went and checked his shots. I thought I maybe messed it up or something when I was editing his player, but no. He starts out with like an 85 power, 78 accuracy. So somehow his accuracy just shot way up. Lundberg's our first line AHL center. He just didn't fit in the bottom 6 in terms of the chemistry. He was getting a minus no matter where he was. So I figured he's really cheap, 1.3 million. Why not tear up the AHL with Whitmore, who are hopefully, going to get going here. He's a depth forward, so shouldn't stunt his growth playing the AHL. Hopefully has a great season with Wennberg and Soderblom. Anderson, Geeky, Appleton. That's like an NHL fourth line, and it's second line AHL. Gruner, Rasmussen, Roloff. So a couple nights there on the wings of Rasmussen. Desnoyers, Niederbach, Svechkovsky. Defensively here, Joseph, Wild, Fleury, Stanley, Prokhorkin, and Lindstein. Like, this AHL team is stacked. Doxel's an 83 starter. So I actually could have him in the NHL instead of Fleury, but I feel like Fleury being the veteran, high poise, all the X factors, it still makes more sense for him to be the NHL backup. So before I start simming here, guys, I'm going to show you the ratings for this season. Again, team is stacked. We've got 97 offense, 90 defense, 84 goaltending. We'll see if that's good enough to another Stanley Cup. We're just got a pretty big trade up here, guys, from Nashville Predators. Matthias Ekholm, a third, a fourth, and Rubens for Abdelkader, who's immediately goalie, and a second. I feel like our defense is pretty solid, but if Ekholm's still like an 86, he's an 82. Wow, never mind. Definitely not worth it. So right in December now, guys, a pretty solid record, 16, 11, and 4. We actually just beat the Canadiens 11-4, so coming off a big win there. We'll see where we are in the division. What? Our division's insane. 16, 11, and 4. We're last place. That isn't good. I thought that was pretty solid. The entire East is positive, or pretty much it looks like, except for Senators, Maple Leafs, Bruins. I was not expecting to be last in the division, but even though we are last, we're 3 points out of wildcard spot, and we have games in hand, so not as bad as it looks, but that's crazy. McKinnon there, over point per game right now, 36-31, so hopefully we can kind of continue to play well. Hopefully some other teams start to slow down a bit. I just got another trade up here, guys, from the Flames. Rasmus Anderson, Nikita Zaitsev for 2 seconds. I feel like, is it like an 83 and 81? Or 84 for Anderson. That's actually pretty good. And Zaitsev's only an 80. I mean, we have 2 83s on the bottom pair, so again, it doesn't really make sense, I think. Our defense is pretty solid. Really, our whole team is good, aside from a goalie. So I think that's really all I'll be looking for at the deadline. You can see we're actually currently in a playoff spot. St. Louis Blues just fired their head coach. I think that's actually like the 4th head coach firing this season, which is kind of nuts. As for the trade deadline now, guys, with a record of 35, 21, and 4. So we're playing really well, and I think we're still barely in a playoff spot. Yeah, we have a wild card spot there. Blue Jackets, Capitals, Devils are all having great seasons as well. We are only 3 points back to the Devils, 2 games in hand. So I think, we should be okay for the playoffs. Even though, like, Flyers there, last in the division, still have 66 points, which is solid. McKinnon looks good, 72 and 60. So we'll get to the trade deadline here. Definitely, I'd say we're buyers. Like, we're going for it. Crosby, Malkin only have so long left. Again, I think our forwards and defensemen are pretty solid. Really, all I'd be looking for is an upgrade in goal. O'Reilly there, Eriksson X, Slavin, Buchnevich, Kubalik, Coleman, Tarasenko, Brown, Shen, Mangiapane. Okay, so no goalie there, but we'll take a look. I should actually check our goalie stats. That's something I haven't done yet. I'm just kind of curious to see how they're doing. So Fleury here, he's played 16 games, .906 to 2.97. Not bad, especially with, Simmons scoring set to high, but he has the backup, sometimes they put up better numbers. DiPietro, 47 games played, .897, 3.1. Not that great. I like DiPietro, but for some reason he just never sims that well in this game. So maybe we go after a better starting goalie. Could even give Dostal a try, although, never mind, his AHL numbers. Good, like, win record, but save percentage there is below 9 on a really good team. And look at this guy. St. Louis has offered us Buchnevich for a first and a third. Again, I think our forward group's good, though. I'm just looking for a goalie first. Looking around for goalies, guys, I saw Wallstedt here on the Minnesota Wild. 82 overall now, 22 years old. Putting up some solid numbers. .916 and a 2.72. As an 82 overall goalie is really solid. Also, he's extended for the next 2 years at $800K, basically, which is so cheap, especially if it goes up in rating. So I'm going to try and get him. I feel like he could help us now, plus in the future. They like Applicator here, a medium elite prospect goalie. So we'll do him. We'll give them DiPietro for now. I guess we could do Dostal, but then we might lose DiPietro for nothing. So we'll try DiPietro there. He's got more value. And we'll probably have to add a pick here. I mean, we're going all in. Do we add our second? That value, Applicator DiPietro on a second for Wallstedt looks pretty fair. Trades rejected. We have a couple thirds as well. Maybe we'll take a look and see if there's any skaters they like. Mason Appleton is doing nothing for us in the AHL. I'm willing to move on from him. We'll see what they say now. Trade still rejected. Maybe we can add one more thing here. Definitely going for like a quantity versus quality trade. Maybe we just throw in our third round pick. Hopefully we do better than Vegas. The value's like way on our side now. Trade is still rejected, so maybe they just do not want to give him up. Okay, so next year instead I'm trying to get Robin Lehner. His stats aren't as good this season, but Vegas has a negative record. Only 33, 86 overall. He's got some X factors. We know he's a good goalie. 1 year left, so probably a rental unless he plays really well for us. He can take on his full contract. Same sort of trade. Applicator there, the prospect goalie with DiPietro. That was on our side. Leonard's on the block. I think Vegas says yes to this. And they do. Okay, so hopefully that works out well. And look at this, guys. All of a sudden, Vegas has Shea Theodore on the block. That's kind of nuts. And the trade deadline's over, guys. We just made the one trade there for Leonard. You got Ottawa getting Adam Larson from the Kraken. Andre Burakovsky goes to Boston. Our trade, of course, for Robin Lehner. Vegas gets Samoskevich, interesting, from Florida, for Jacob Larson, Luke Glendening. Really didn't have to give up much. Ivan Barbashev there to the Devils. Jordan Greenway goes to the Kings. Buchnevich goes to the Senators. So they're loading up there. Blues got a first-round pick and a prospect back. Connor Brown to the Blue Jackets for a first and a second. Jeez. Kubalik and Parayko go to Arizona. St. Louis picking up a ton of picks here. Galchenyuk to the Devils for a first and another prospect. What the heck? Zadorov to the Jets. Othman there to the Ducks. Rasmus Anderson went to Edmonton, the rival. Calgary got back Xavier Bourgault. Ryan McDonough to the Minnesota Wild. Interesting. For Kakinen and Hoffman. So not a terrible trade. Hannafin there to the Ducks. Blake Coleman to the Avalanche for a first and a third. So some pretty decent names being moved, but like nothing too crazy. And Mikael Backlund here is on waivers. 81 overall. Really good defensive stats still. I think we have the salary cap space, so might as well claim them. So after the trade deadline, guys, obviously the lines are looking the same, although I did notice all of our veterans are dropping in rating. I think Crosby was already an 88, but Malkin down to an 84. Wheeler there's now an 80. Even Eberle, I think, was an 83, now an 82. Letang's down to an 81. In terms of goaltending, Fleury dropped to an 81. I did notice, too, kind of cool, we have like the old Vegas tandem on Pittsburgh now, so we'll see if that works out for us. In terms of the AHL, you got Mikael Backlund as our second-line center now. Again, this AHL team is ridiculously stacked. And that just reminded me, guys, somebody said I should hire a veterans coach to help out with like our veterans losing ratings. So I already have 2 forwards. I'm going to fire the assistant coach here. His morale is happy, which isn't bad, but the associate there is amazing. So I'm going to try and find an NHL veterans assistant coach. Hopefully can get a decent one. I mean, right there's one. Power play, PK, teaching, coach influence. This guy's actually really good. What's his team fit like? 53%, that's kind of low though. Alright guys, so I'm going to try this veterans coach instead. Not the best team fit, still at 59%, but it is better. And teaching's worse, but I think for veterans it doesn't really matter. Coach influence B-, A+ PK. Hopefully this works out, because obviously we really don't want, Crosby, Malkin, the like, to keep dropping in rating. And so nothing this season here, guys, a record of 48, 25, and 9, just too shy there, 50, 105 points on the year, not too bad. We are in the playoffs, of course, second there in the division, behind the Blue Jackets, who had 109. McKinnon there, 97 points. I see a lot of teams still have 81 games played, so I'll just sim one more there. Hopefully, yeah, everyone should have 82 now. We're still second there in the division. So I'll take a look and see how everyone did this year. McKinnon 97, obviously, is great to see. Crosby 93, dropped down to 87. See, that makes no sense. Like, if they're doing well, I just think they shouldn't drop in rating, even if they age. Malkin, Gensel, both 75. Malkin -2, that was a bit concerning. Wheeler there, 64 points, even though he's down to an 80. Again, he's playing well. Letang, 59. So the veterans, they're still playing well despite their rating. Stevenson, 53 is the third-line center. Radulov at 50 there. Eberle, 45. Drysdale, 42. JVR, 40. So I feel like everyone's kind of contributing about what we expected. Only one maybe didn't do quite as good as Radulov at 50. And I think he's got, yeah, 1 year left at $7 million. So definitely not going to pay him more than that next year. Let's see Leonard here. We need to see how he did on our team. Wow, he only lost 1 game regulation, 8-1 and 5 OT losses, .914 and a 2.54. That is very impressive. Hopefully he can keep that up into the playoffs. Take a look at the AHL team here. Wow, Whitmore went off. 115 points in the AHL, 53 goals, 62 assists. You love to see that. He's definitely got to get called up to the NHL next year. Soderblom, 95 points. Ridiculous. He'll probably get called up too. Wenberg had 94. So our god line there on that first line definitely worked out. Anderson almost a point per game with 79. Appleton at 71. Rasmussen 62. And he was playing bottom 6. He had 12.5 minutes. That's actually really good. Geeky there. Lindstein 55. Love to see that. So yeah, this AHL team is absolutely stacked. Hopefully they can go on to win a Calder Cup. Goaltending wise, Dostal, .895, 2.48 with 8 shutouts though, so that is good to see. And next, you guys want to take a look at the entire NHL. See where McKinnon finished. So Kane won the Art Ross there with 118, then Eichel, Kucherov, Raymond, Stone, Pasternak, Stamkos, DeBrincat, Doc. McKinnon was actually first guy off the first page. And goals, Kucherov, win ratio Shard. Defensively here, Tyson Barrie, scoring leader on the Islanders. Theodore one behind. I still can't believe Vegas put him on the block. Kevin Sergachev, both having crazy years. Taking a look at rookie skaters here. Matthew Savoy, 69. Nice with the Coyotes. I think I actually had the Coyotes taking him in my mock draft. You guys haven't watched that, go and check it out. Oh, wow. Dallas there. A couple good rookies. And Yeager and Yurov both putting up 50. Miroshichenko. Fantilli just made it. Only had 44, though. Geeky there, 38. And so goalies here. We'll take a look for starters. Most wins, Mers Lincoln with Lehkonen. Save percentage, Grubauer, .917. And lowest goals against here, Mers Lincoln. So probably Mers Lincoln winning the Vezina Trophy. Take a look here and see where he finished the entire NHL. Oh, wow. So we got second in the division, also second in the NHL behind the Columbus Blue Jackets. Pretty cool to see. Buffalo's in the playoffs now with 101 points. Geez, so they definitely turned it around. Detroit and Philly, they're getting screwed. 13-14, missed the playoffs. Dallas gets in as the 21st seed. Plus, they have a couple good rookies, so their future's looking bright. St. Louis, 52 points. That is why they're in total rebuild. Goals for, we are 4th in the NHL. We'll take that. And goals against, we're the 5th best goals against. So again, pretty solid to see. I actually do have to take a quick look too at the AHL team. And let's see, we won our division, 125 points. And I thought we won the league with the Gulls there, 130. Still though, AHL team definitely be trying to win a Calder Cup. So we get started here, guys, with the first round of the playoffs. We actually got a classic matchup here with the Washington Capitals. I believe Ovechkin's still on the team. I haven't seen him leave. Same with Backstrom, Kuznetsov. We'll take a look here, though. So they got Ovi, Kuznetsov, Oshie first line, Wilson, Backstrom, Cahoon, Pearson, Lapierre, Eller, Bray-Bollet, McLeod, Paul. Defensively, Alexiev, Carlson, Dumba, Gouli, Fairbury, and Kukin. And goaltending-wise, Samsonov is their starter there, 86. So here we go, guys. First round against the Capitals. We have the home ice advantage. First 2 games in Pittsburgh, 1 win, 1 loss. We'll take that. Next 2 games now in Washington. OT win and a win. There we go. So just have to win 1 of the next 3. And we're moving on. They win game number 5 there. Can we win game number 6? We do. There we go. So moving on to the second round. AHL team here. That's actually kind of cool. So they swept the Phantoms. They got the Hershey Bears in the second round, of course. Washington's AHL team. So we'll see here who we play in the second round. Of course, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Again, I think I've harped on it so much, but so dumb playoff format. The 1 and 2 seed in the league play each other second round. Malkin there, 7 and 6, current playoff scoring leader. So I'm actually really curious to see this Columbus Blue Jackets team. I'm not too positive what they're looking like. Borkstrand, Johnson, Line, nasty first line. They often trade Ken Johnson too, so cool to see them actually hold on to him. Connor Brown, Sillinger, Chinikov, Roslovich, Jenner, Bunting, Texier, Corrali, and Foodie. It's a good forward group defensively. Werenski, Boquist. Boquist got up to a 92, and he's still only 24 years old. That's crazy. Spurgeon, as well as a big ad. Bean, Brook, Peak. It's a good team. There's Lincoln's their starter. Definitely going to have our work cut out for us here. Also, too, guys, one thing I want to point out, but Werenski should have the zone ability Heat Seeker, and for some reason, it's just not on him. I was actually looking at my roster the other day, and, like, a bunch of, like, weird things happened like that. Barzell went from a medium elite to a low elite, so I don't know if, like, some sort of glitch happened, or if I thought I added stuff and I didn't, but it was really weird. So always kind of double check your rosters, I'd say, before you start a franchise, which I know I should be doing that too. But like things like that, I don't know how it's happening. Anyways, Columbus here, first 2 games in Columbus. Here we go. And we get an OT win, 7-6, followed up by a 5-3 win. Can we sweep them here coming home? Win? Oh, no sweep, but 5-4 OT win, 4-3 loss. Very close series so far. Game 5 in Columbus. And we pick up a 7-1 win. Let's go. This team is on a roll. So we're in the conference final now. Going to be up against either Tampa Bay or Buffalo. And it's the Tampa Bay Lightning, okay. And our AHL team also in the conference final. Playing against the Utica Comets. I see they're actually undefeated right now. 7-0 so far in the playoffs. You love to see that. So we'll take a look at Tampa Bay. Wow, Crosby going off right now. 18-11. I guess he just hates Columbus. Started tearing it up. So we'll take a look here at the Lightning team. Mike Hoffman, of course, was on the trade for Point, Kucherov, Radulov 285, Stammer, Sorelli, Kachuk, Gonclaves, Nichushkin, Panik, Finley, Nieto. Defensively, Hedman, Sergachev is a nasty top pair, especially if they're getting like a chemistry boost. Chernik, Foote, 71 Gretz, and a 75 Thompson bottom pair. Okay, when that bottom D pair is out, we got to put out Crosby or McKinnon, whoever, and just kind of take advantage. I like how they have the best goalie in the league, and they still got an 84 overall backup just as insurance. So it's going to be a tough team to beat for sure. Ducks and Stars, the Western Conference final on the other side. Stars were the worst team to make the playoffs, so they're on a bit of a Cinderella run right now. We'll sim this one period by period. Identical playoff record so far, 8-3 each. We got the home ice advantage. Here we go. 2-0 in the first game, Malkin, Kukunin. Wow, terrible second period for us. They're up 3-2. And Chernik adds another. Jeez, so looking good after the first period, and the guys just took their foot off the pedal and let Tampa Bay come back in it. Hopefully, can at least win one of these games at home. Otherwise, not looking good for us. And 4-2, Malkin with a couple, Wheeler, Poulin, Sergachev, Kucherov for them. Nothing second. Are you kidding me? Hoffman, Thompson, one of the low-rated D-men I was harping on, gets a goal there. Overtime. Wow. So we blew back-to-back leads in the first two games. You hate to see that. Staying with the OT winner. So hopefully we can play like they did in our home arena. Go to Tampa Bay, win a couple games, tie the series up. We're up 1, Letang. 2-2. Kukunin, Hoffman, Kucherov for them. Wow. We just can't hold on to a lead. We've had the lead in the first 3 games. We blew every single one. That is insane. Now, I really don't want to get swept here. Come on. Game 4 in Tampa. We're up 2-1. McKinnon, Malkin, Nieto for them. 3-2. We're holding on. McKinnon for us again. Point for them. 6-3. Finally hold on to the lead there. Mukamaldeen, Comfort, Brodin, Stamkos for them. So we're not getting swept, but I don't know. We're basically going to need a miracle here to win 4 straight against a very good Tampa Bay Lightning team. Here we go, guys. Again, we're 5. We're ahead home now. Hopefully, can at least win 1 game in front of our home fans. Down 1, but maybe it's better we're playing from behind. 1-1 there, Letang. Come on. Big third period. There we go. Mukamaldeen with the empty netter. And McKinnon there at the game winner. Let's go. So, keeping our playoff hopes alive. Game 6 now in Tampa Bay. We got to have the momentum here. Come on. First period. Down 2. That's not good. Panic and Gretz. Can't be letting these guys, like these depth players, score on us. 4-0. Finley, Kucherov again. I don't know how these depth players are getting it done. Paying a miracle. That's it for us in the playoffs. And yeah, we get a couple there. Gensel and Crosby, but not going to be enough. So we go in 6, the Tampa Bay Lightning in the conference final. Not too bad, obviously. Was hoping we were Stanley Cup this year, but we'll take it. AHL team here is tied up 3-3 with the Utica Comets. We'll see here if they can beat them. They do. They had the San Diego Gulls in the Calder Cup final. Stanley Cup final as the Ducks and the Lightning. Now, the Gulls were actually the best team in the regular season. We were the second best, so we'll see if we can take out the Gulls here. Wow. They beat us there in 5 games, I think. Tampa Bay went on to win the Stanley Cup. San Diego won the Calder Cup. So at least good to see we lost to the 2 eventual champion teams, but so close and just kind of an unfortunate year there, not getting it done. So we'll sim here to the retired players screen as well as who's made the first overall pick. Carolina there jumps up from 6. Boston from 13-3. Wow. And looking at retired players here, guys, I'm wondering if any of our guys will be on this list. Joe Thornton hangs it up. 45 years old. He was a free agent, only a 72. Ryan Getzlaf actually went on a champion with the San Diego Gulls. That's pretty cool. 77, still had some pretty good stats on him. Eric Stahl, their free agent. Corey Perry, TJ Oshie. Oshie, 38. Wow, I forget how old sometimes Oshie is. Perron, Brown, Yandel, Zuccarello, Suter. I mean, I'm not seeing any Pittsburgh Penguins here. I thought, maybe Letang, Crosby, Malkin are still going. Are we going to see Fleury? No. Fleury is still going as well. Mike Smith, Halak, Elliott, both in the Tampa Bay's AHL team. Dubnyk, Schneider, Grice, Kudobin. Wow, so the veterans want one more. You got to respect it. Hopefully we can get that for them next year because I feel, every single year I'm basically worried it'll be the last year they retire. Taking a look at the awards now. I guess first take a look at the playoff scoring. I see McKinnon there. Had a great playoff. 23 points in 17 games. Crosby as well, 22. Gensel, 21. Malkin, Radulov. Definitely could have had better scoring there from our depth players. Goaltending, Leonard, .897, 3.38. not bad, but I think he had better numbers for us in the regular season. So Lightning there beat the Devils in 5, Sabres in 6, us in 6, and then the Ducks in 7. So would have been a good Stanley Cup final. Ducks there beat the Kings in 5, swept the Canucks, Stars in 6 before falling to the Lightning. Taking a look at awards here, obviously Tampa Bay Stanley Cup. Individual awards, Kane, Art Ross, Eichel got the Hart, Sergachev, James Norris over Hedman, wow, and even Barry who had the most points. Stammer there, Lady Bing, Savoy got the Calder, Point Conn Smythe, Merz Lincolns did get the Vezina, also got the William Jennings Trophy, Lindgren, Bill Masterton, Montreal coach Jack Adams, O'Reilly Selke for the 3rd time in 4 years, that's crazy. Eichel, Ted Lindsay, and then Kucherov there, Maurice Richard. And now taking a look at the AHL awards, guys, obviously Samuel Gulls winning the Calder Cup. I think we still won, well, I mean, we won the Eastern Conference in the regular season, we also won the Eastern Conference in the playoffs, and we won our division. So, a few team awards. Whitmore, of course, most points, and that's back-to-back years. That is awesome to see. He also got MVP this year, which he didn't get last year. He was robbed of it, so that's cool. Also had most goals back-to-back years. Ward there, best rookie. Gardner, best defenseman. Holtby, best goalie. It's so funny seeing like veterans in the AHL. Marks here, MVP of the playoffs. Whitmore also got sportsmanship. Holmes there, community involvement, and then Holtby, lowest goals against. So yeah, I think Whitmore definitely going to be making the NHL team next year. Maybe if Radulov's asking for too much money, we just sub in for Radulov. Although I'm not sure. Radulov was giving us +5 on that second line. Really needs a new contract too. He's down to an 80. Definitely have some decisions to make. So at the draft here, guys, we don't have a first-round pick, but we do have second, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, a lot of mid-rounders. The top 5 picks there are all just medium elite. Sort by potential. And low franchise. Probably not low franchise, but still. This goalie, 50-50 high elite. Any guaranteed medium elites later on. We're not going to have a 13th pick, so really no reason to pin him. And now looking at gems here, guys, the only one is this Gianta dude, 50-50 low top 4. So he probably is low top 4. 178, we can definitely get him with a late pick. I'll take a look at goalies here. Anyone we know for sure is good. Looks like I've got all the best ones pinned. Now, looking at our goalie situation here, guys, we got some tough decisions to make. Fleury only an 80 overall now at 40 years old. I feel like I'm not going to put him in the AHL, though. So if he's our NHL backup, could bring back Leonard, could give Dossel a starting job. Blomqvist could be the AHL starter. I feel like I'm probably not going to trade any of them since they have no value, but definitely, like I said, some tough decisions to make. McKinnon there, max value. I'm trying to see, does anyone need a new contract that's high rated? That's right, Crosby, Malkin, both need new deals, so we'll need some money for that. I feel like definitely JVR we're not going to be bringing back. Wenberg, he played so well in the AHL. I'd like to somehow get him to the NHL lineup. So I just into our pick here, guys, the 30th pick in the second round. On the top 5 there, you can see all the medium elites are actually, the Sharks messed up. Minnesota at 7, got a 77 overall medium elite defenseman. Even the Rangers there, 65 medium elite, number 10. Really good value. So we'll see who's the best pick we can make. This guy's probably low elite. I feel like I'd rather take somebody better. Guaranteed low top 4. I feel like I want to draft this Tumo Salmalian guy. NHL ETA, 4 years, 50-50 medium elite. I'm hoping he's like a medium top 4, lower rated. And he is, medium top 4, 63 overall. That's actually a really good value. Like the Stars just took a medium top 6 defenseman who's lower rated than our guy. Now in the 3rd round here, this was the other guy I was considering, Bob McIntosh. Also could do a Yakupov, 50-50 medium elite. Let's take a look here. NHL ETA 3 years, McIntosh also 3 years. Interesting. Guaranteed low top 4, but I feel like I'd rather take a chance on a medium top 4. Let's go Yakupov, because he could be medium elite, medium top 6. See if we can get the Bruins pick here and get the other defenseman. Alright, so now for the Bruins, our next 3rd rounder plus a 5th. Move up like 20 spots. Pittsburgh would be over the league maximum salary cap, trading for draft picks. Oh my god, I hate when they do this. I'm going to try like throwing in JVR there. Just, it's so stupid that you even have to do this, but maybe that'll make it go through. Trades rejected. Oh man. I mean, the scouts like that other guy. Give them a late 4th there. I feel like it's pretty good value for them to drop down. They do say yes, maybe they sign JVR. And Tampa Bay there, I think, took the guaranteed low top 4, 63 overall. So we'll take McIntosh from the North Bay Battalion. Medium top 6 as well, but oh well, we give it a try. His rating's also not terrible. Our next pick here, guys, in the 4th round. Finneganoff, probably a low elite goalie. I want to see the rest of our pins here. This low franchise guy. Do we take him now? Just to make sure like we don't miss out on him. There's also this defenseman, Gem. I think I'm going to take the low franchise guy, see how good he is. Erie Otter, defenseman as well, and he has a low elite. I kind of figured that. Next pick's 158. Should be able to get the Gem there. It was like the guaranteed low top 4, I think. Or actually, probably low top 4, Gianta. Wow, another defenseman. So we're just kicking tons of D-men this draft, but I mean, that's okay. Kind of like the Islanders that one year. 52 overall, low elite. So our next couple picks have to be forwards. I think we have more than enough defensemen here. And there's one center, 50-50 medium elite, so I guess we'll take them. Emelin, medium bottom 6, that's tough. This next pick here is kind of cool, pick number 222. I feel like we don't need any more defensemen. There are a couple here. They're both 50-50 medium elite, though. I feel like, let's see, NHL ETA 5 years, 5 years. Doesn't really help us at all. I'll take the Austrian, Rintoul, 7th D, that's tough. I'm going to see if the Ducks will take our 7th next year, because chances are it won't be the second last pick like theirs. Yeah, they say yes, because basically we traded down there. So I want to take the other 50-50 medium elite defenseman. I don't think I've ever taken this many defensemen in one draft. He's also a 7th D, but whatever. You had to give it a try. So I think we took one forward, and how many picks did we make? 8, 7 defensemen in that draft. Hopefully at least a couple of them turn out to be good for us. So we're not the re-sign phase here, guys. We have a ton of money to spend, almost $40 million. First things first, re-sign the captain, face of this franchise, Sidney Crosby. He wants $8 million for the next year. I feel like we might as well give him a multi-year deal because we're going to keep bringing him back. He actually gets more expensive. Interesting. I'll sign him for the next 3 years, so at least 40. And we'll see if he'll take 7.8. Kind of the opposite there of 8.7. Hopefully he'll say yes. Malkin there down to 84, but he's still a good player. He wants 5.9. He also gets more expensive for a longer term deal. We'll do till he's 40 as well for the next 2 years. We'll try offering 5.5. I feel like because, you know, they've been with the team so long, they should consider a bit more of a value contract. Dumoulin, Eberle, Wenberg, we need to clear some cap space, can trade them. Wheeler's actually up to an 82 after dropping to an 80. 3.5. He really helps us out with chemistry, so I'll consider that. Whitmore, though, is definitely making the team. I should sort by position and overall to kind of get an idea for the depth chart, what we're looking like. Right there's our top 6, except we know Wheeler's in it. Same with Radulov. Whitmore will definitely be in it. Radulov's down to an 81. Doesn't want an extension. He wants $5 million. Oh, man. If we let him go, I hope we can still get plus 510, but I guess we can also get somebody better, somebody young. Finally letting Radulov go. Kukinen's like a decent 4th liner, but for $1 million, we have Appleton there who's already under contract, so I think I can just let him go. Comfort here actually dropped in rating, 1.7 for 81. Again, pretty expensive. We got all these 80s here who could grow to an 81 during the summer. Same with Anderson, great AHL. 850K for 2 years, done. But I think I want to bring back Wheeler, because like I said, chemistry reasons, he really helped us out. Could sign him till he's 40. I'd rather do a 1-year deal, though. See if he'll take $3 million. So we'll do just over 3 there to make him happy. Now, looking at our defense, Drysdale, Brodin, Dumoulin, so the top 3 are still under contract. The Tang's down to 81. We have to bring him back. 4.5. It's kind of expensive. He actually, 4.8. We'll see. Again, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for, like, you know, I said I'd keep the core together. 4.4 for 2 years. See what he says to that one. Mukham will definitely qualify. I don't know why he dropped in rating. I thought he did decent. 3 years for $3 million. That's a lot. Salo, 2681. He wants $3 million as well for 3 years. We got Joseph coming up. We got Stanley. How much does he want? That's such a good contract. He could be like kind of worst case scenario bottom pair D-man for us. So I think I'll qualify both Salo and Mukham. I'm thinking the 1 year here on Mukham. We'll see kind of how he plays. He'll probably take 1.5. Now Salo, even on 1 year, still wants almost 3. So definitely just going to keep the qualifying offer on him. And like I was saying, goalies, I don't really know what to do here. Leonard, what's he want? $4 million. It's a decent ask. We could go get like a better goalie in free agency. Thing is, goalies don't really matter that much in this game. I'm wondering Dostal if we give him an NHL start. Looking at like his stats, I've heard, I don't know if it's true, that the glove and stick stats are the ones that matter the most. His glove high 81, kind of worrisome. See what Dostal wants. Wow, that's such good value. So worst case, yeah, we'll bring him back to be AHL starter at 900K for the next 3 years. Blomqvist as well, AHL back for starter. We'll do 3 years, 900K, same thing for him. Fleury we have to bring back. He's going to be our backup. I feel like he might retire after this year. We'll try 1 year, 1.1. I'm going to let Leonard go for now because the playoffs have been better. I mean, we could still sign him for agency, but really no reason to lock in on him. Wheeler here wants a bit more money. Stanley, though, said yes. Fleury wants more years. Anderson said yes. Mukham wants more years. Letang, same thing. Malkin said yes, though. Crosby rejected. Dostal said yes, same with Blomqvist, so we've got a couple of good young goalies. Crosby, do we just, I guess we could just keep giving him 1 year deals. Let's try like 1 year, 7.7. Like Wheeler here, we'll try 1 year, 3.25. Letang just wants 1, so I guess That's all they want. If they drop in rating too, might even get them cheaper next year, so I'll do 4.4. Alright guys, Wheeler still wants more money. He's not budging at all. Letang, same thing. They don't even take like a couple $100K off. Crosby, though, is coming back. Same with some AHL players there. One thing I noticed, Chandler Stevenson's up to an 87 now, so that's awesome to see. And kind of like the opposite way, I noticed Mikael Backlund, we got off waivers, down to 74, so letting him go for sure. I'm just going to give Wheeler and Letang both what they're asking. Hopefully they'll say yes. There you go, Wheeler said yes. Same with Letang. Even after they're signed, you still have almost $20 million in cap space. As long as Mikael Dean comes back, we'll be good on defense. Forward-wise, too, I think we have like 12 80-plus guys. We got some good high-end forwards. We do need a goalie, but, I mean, the fact we have $20 million to work with, we're going to be very active in free agency. Also, guys, I just realized I hadn't signed Fleury yet, so I gave him what he wanted, 1.2 for 2 years. So, to at least 42, we're going to have Fleury. Again, he's going to be our backup. I'm not really sure yet who will be our starter. So, we're not free agency here, guys. Like I was saying, we got $20 million in cap space. Patrick Laine, wow, could bring him in. 93 overall, he wants 13.7. Victor Hedman, that would really help with the defense. He's 34 years old, though, now. Wants 1 year at $13 million. Nicholas Backstrom, Washington fans would hate that. Connor Brown wants 10. Cahoon, Claude Giroux would also be very interesting. Taylor Hall, Troy Terry. Honestly, there's a lot of options here. We got money to spend. Really, I think we're looking for just kind of superstars. We already have quite a bit of depth. Goaltending-wise, Sheshurkin's available. 29, he could be our goalie for the rest of this thing. 88 overall, wants 7. Lehkonen there's an RFA. I feel like Sheshurkin makes a lot of sense. Askarov, 23.86, wants 1.3. I mean, I'm sure Nashville's going to match this, but, oh my god, 2 years, 850K? What? Okay. This is super strange, but I'm going to take advantage. 2.3 million. I'm going to try and do the most money here, a third-round pick. I'm offering Askarov 2.6 for 2 years. I feel like Nashville should match it, but if not, that'd be insane. I think we should even still make an offer on Sheshurkin, because worst case, we just trade one if we get both. I don't know. I feel like I really want to get Victor Hedman here, guys. 93 overall, 13 million. I mean, he had 74 points last year. He does everything for you. This would be crazy. So we'll do a 1 year. Say, like, you know, join our team. Come win a Stanley Cup. 13.5 for 1 year. And Askarov got 2, so we still have about 6 million if they both say yes. If Askarov says no, we get Sheshurkin. That'd actually be all of our money, but that'll be fine. So Askarov accepted as of now, and Hedman accepted our offer too. Wow. So our defense, him, Letang, Drysdale, Rodin, who cares on the bottom pair? We're looking very, very good. I don't know why I would drop down around just to pick up a 4th. Waiting to hear back still from Nashville if they're going to match Askarov's offer. And they chose to match it. Okay, so hopefully could still get Sheshurkin. If not, it was worth it, I think, try and get Askarov. We've only got 7 million left. Jeez. That Hedman contract was insane. Now Sheshurkin is gone. We kind of knew the risk there. We could bring back Leonard because, like I said, he played good for us in the regular season, but for like almost no money, Vancheck, 83 overall, wants 850K. That's so cheap. What are his stats looking like? So again, the glove, the stick, 87, 85. Leonard's there, 86, 87, 88. Look at all the 82s as well, under 800K. Ingram, Yorgiev, Brossois, Korpisalo, even Matt Murray. They just want literally minimum contract playing the NHL. Don't know what to do for the goalies. So I thought about it, guys. I think we should try and bring Leonard back because he did have really good numbers for us in the regular season. So just give him, I don't know, 4.2 million here for 1 year. Hopefully has a better playoff. Also just remember, do not check two-way players yet. Hopefully still some good ones available. Lennox, 22.72. Ian Scott there, 26.80. Lennox would be like our third stringer, but I mean, still, if we can get him under contract, might as well do that. We'll do 3 years, 850K. Also need to check skaters here. Suzuki, 24.78. Definitely giving him a contract. Dallas, though, can match. Okay, fair enough. All right, any of these other guys, RFAs. Like, Michael's not. 24.78. I don't know, like, why Washington let him go. Like, you might as well play him in the AHL, let him tear it up there. John Beecher here, 24.76. I'm actually kind of curious how he'll grow. So, gonna get all these guys locked up for 3 years. You know, get them some playtime in the AHL. Hopefully they do well. So, John Beecher accepted his offer. Same with Michael. Leonard as well, so we got our starting goalie back. Suzuki. Didn't give him enough money. I think he just signed Dallas. Lennox there. Right now, the guys are trying to trade Sauer to the Arizona Coyotes for a third-round pick. I feel like probably Mikael Dean will be our 6th defenseman. So we get a third from him. That's pretty nice. They say yes. And they got a lot of cap space. So they'll probably get him under contract. I think the last free agent signing I'm going to make here, guys, is Yanni Gourde. I was looking up with him and Verana, but Verana is good. I don't know if he'll be on our second line, at which point I think I'd rather the kind of better two-way player in Gourde. Gord is older, but can play center, can play wing. Definitely not going to do 3 years. I'm thinking 1 year, $3 million, see what he says. And there we go, Yanni Gord did accept the offer. And it's kind of surprising, guys. Mukim Moldin actually accepted the qualifying offer. I didn't think he would. Alright, guys, so now start next season. I'm going to show you what the team is looking like. I feel like we're pretty solid. Definitely some question marks on the team, but hopefully they play well. The first line is nuts. Gensel, Crosby, McKinnon get that +5. We've now got Whitmore on the second line. It's an 84 with a +3. Playing like an 87, coming off 15-point AHL season. Hoping he can win the Calder. Playing with Malkin and Blake Wheeler. We'll see how they do there. Stevenson's now an 87, but it just made more sense for Wheeler on the second line with the +3. Wenberg was also in the AHL last year, going the third line left wing now. Stevenson should have been center, so gives a lot of depth. Everly there on the right wing. Appleton, Gord, Poulin on the fourth line. I mean, team has a ton of depth defensively here. Hedman, Drysdale top pair is nuts. Letang, Brodin second pair. Dumoulin, Mukim Moldin on the bottom. Now, I could put Brodin top pair. We could actually get 2 +5s. Thing is, I feel like Hedman, 93 overall, we're paying him, 13.5. He needs to be getting the most ice time possible. In terms of goaltending, Leonard's our starter. Blomqvist is actually the backup. He's 83 overall now. He's 23. So, I'll show you guys the goalie situation. Dossel's also an 83, but he's older. So that's why I have Blomqvist in the NHL. And Fleury's down to a 75. So I'll let you guys decide. Should I still have him in the NHL or should I leave him in the AHL? Leave a comment letting me know what to do with that. In terms of the AHL forwards, Anderson, McMichael, Soderblom, pretty nasty first line. Roloffs, Beecher, Rasmussen, Beckman, Gruden, Svechkovsky, Niederbach, Geeky, Desnoyers. Definitely not as good as it was last season. A lot less 80s, but still solid. Defensively looks really good too. Lindstein, Fleury, top pair. And then they got Wild and Joseph getting a +2. Stanley Prokhorkin get a +3. We've actually got 3 80s all down the left side of the AHL. I think Lindstein definitely making an NHL team next year. So both teams looking good. Again, some weird ratings due to the veterans or whatever, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. Also, too, guys, I want to give you an update on the record book here. Crosby needs 5 more points to tie Marilyn Lemieux's all-time franchise record in points. In terms of goals, he needs 42 goals. Probably won't happen this season, but maybe within the next couple. Other than that, it's all Crosby. Malkin's got the penalty minutes. Fleury there, of course, the goalie records. So pretty cool to see. Before, of course, we end this video, guys, I'll show you the ratings heading into next season. I'm actually a little bit curious what they're going to be. So we've got 96 offense, a 93 defense, 85 goaltending. Defense has gone up quite a bit. Our offense has dropped, I think, 1, and then the goaltending is about the same. So we'll see how we do in this next year. But that's going to do, guys, for this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.